Hello my friends, I am Thierry, Senior Software Engineer, and today I am going to speak about CUDA from NVIDIA and about 3D programming. The issue is that currently with the AI technology, the Bitcoin, etc., everyone is speaking about CUDA and NVIDIA parallelism. They forget to say that at the beginning this was done for the 3D modeling. And in fact, I find it frustrating that all the documentation is to improve the AI latency and crypto farming. And no one is speaking about the 3D added value. And in fact, it is difficult to enter in the 3D world. And we are going to make this session together to see the tools which are provided by NVIDIA, the way the source code exists on the CUDA, and more importantly, how to build on the local computer some 3D program to take advantage of the CUDA framework. So the goal of this video is in fact to see the existing source code and to be able to build it. Because in fact, if you have tried to do it, it is not easy to do it. So the focus is only to take existing source code and be able to run 3D programming on the local machine. For the people who do not know, there is already a website which is called CUDA Developer NVIDIA. And there is, in fact, what exists is a CUDA toolkit. And also, before we dig too much in the subject, for this kind of problem, in fact, you are limited by the hardware. And you can look at your hardware. Me, I have. So you first should have an NVIDIA card. And me, I have the NVIDIA card with the NVIDIA control panel. Let's just review together what is there. I have an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 and with the i7 computer. And if you go to the system information at the bottom left, you should see more technical information, like for example the CUDA core. So for the CUDA is a graphical unit processor. And one of the added value of the graphical card is to have different CUDA processor which should, in theory, work in parallel. And one of the important things is to have a lot of CUDA cores. You have different other information here, but this is mandatory. In fact, you cannot do this experiment if you have no NVIDIA card, and the NVIDIA should have the CUDA technology. So let's start by the CUDA toolkit. I have already downloaded it, so you can download it, and it comes with a compiler. The problem is that when you install this toolkit, in fact, you go to, so first you should find, because nowhere it is written where the toolkit is installed, so it is installed in the program files. NVIDIA GPU programming computer. Let's go to the C drive. Program files. NVIDIA. So even yes, NVIDIA GPU computing toolkit. CUDA. And me honestly, when I install this, I expect to see some folder with some 3D proof of concept with a lot of graphics everywhere. And the issue is that when you look at the bin folder, for example, there are some bin. For example, if I double click on this one, there is just nothing will happen. If you try to look for some demonstration, so there is some source code here, okay. Tools, for example, there is one Excel file. The problem is that in fact you have no demonstration of the real capabilities of the graphical card. And in fact, the answer is that to do this, you need to check out a Git repository, which is called CUDA sample. So there is a page on the docsnvidia.com which redirects you to the GitHub repository of the CUDA sample. And let's go for it. So here there is a CUDA sample repository that you can check out. There is some samples for CUDA developer which demonstrate the features in the CUDA toolkit. This version supports CUDA toolkit version 12.8. Which is good because in fact this is normally the version which is available on download. Here you see CUDA toolkit 12.8. I have already downloaded it. You should restart your computer after, and you should in fact take this repository. So I have already checked out this, and you have some instruction to build it. So I'm going to build it with you on Windows. and follow the instruction. Language service for CMake are available. So I have already installed Visual Studio 2019. For the people who do not know me, I have already made some different videos on programming. On me, I am a senior C# engineer, mainly working in Germany. By the way, I'm looking for some job. So if you have an opportunity by job remote in Germany, you can contact me. The prompt that you should open is not the normal CMD prompt like this. This comes with Visual Studio, and in fact, it is not easy to find in the start menu. So you see if you let's write the correct word, cross. So you should type a cross tool command, and the way to check that you are in the correct system is that you should see this, and if you type CMake, you should have an answer. It should respond. If you type a normal prompt like CMD, and if I type CMake, it will not understand it. Okay, CMake is not understood. So very important thing, you should first open a prompt like this with the Visual Studio Developer Toolkit. And then when it is checked out, you go to the checked out directory. Here, CUDA sample that I have already checked out. And I am going to move to this directory and follow the directive. Windows, navigate to the root of the clone directory and copy this. So I am going to the CUDA sample here. I go there. I should go to the correct directory. So I go first there, here, CD, tac. I move to the D drive. Okay. Then I copy the first command. And how I can put this like this, I put this like this, and I can put the CUDA sample directory just below, like this. Here, I move it like this, okay, and tac. So it is only creating a directory, and it moves inside this directory. And then configure the project CMake, for example, tac. So here, I am going to copy this, and so let's look at the build directory. It is empty, and I passed this command, and it is going to create some files to prepare the solution, the SLN file, which works with Visual Studio. And it is going to process the files inside the computer and prepare the source code before the actual build. And in fact, you should see some issue at some time, and you will see that it is not obvious to build everything. So in fact, you see here it is going to start the build to make some local file. The problem is that you see at the output and it is displaying some errors. So for example, detecting CUDA compiler, okay, found MCP, could not find GLUT, missing GLUT library. Okay, so this is in fact, the GLUT library is in fact embedding all the OpenGL graphical engine. So what it is technically doing here, it is preparing the full solution of the samples, but in fact, not a single project for the 3D programming, because in fact, it is not finding the correct 3D engine, could not find glue. So when it is displaying this means what? This means that the output will be a solution without any 3D program. So this is why, in fact, building this sample is not easy. You need, in fact, to build a dependency which is making the OpenGL dependency. To do this, you have different alternatives. One alternative is to use the FreeGlut directory repository that is available on GitHub, and you should check out this directory. I am going to check out this directory which is there. Okay, I have checked out. And let's process this command here. So I have already opened a visual prompt. I am in the FreeGlut directory. And it is also using the CMake folder. And we should see some instruction below. FreeGlut is a free OpenGL utility toolkit. It is meant to be a free alternative to the Mark Gillard's Glut library. FreeGlut is a free software. So why I do this? Because here you see there is a Glut library, and in fact the NVIDIA toolkit, when you build it, it is telling you that Glut is not found. So in fact you need this. This is a dependency, and you should follow the instruction. Installation FreeGlut relies on CMake. Let's look at the CMake version that I have. CMake -v. This is -big V. And CMake -help. How do you see the version? Let's put only CMake. CMake, usage option. Okay, there is no thing to show the version. Okay, but I think I have the correct version. Contributing, contact, there should be, there is no instruction. In fact, what is crazy, there is no instruction how to build, but I have already done it, so I know how to do it. So this is crazy. But okay, so you do in fact like the other make. You should do build directory mkdir build. So here I am in the FreeGlut directory. There is no build folder. I make the build folder. Then I move to the build folder, and then I run the command. This command, because I have Visual Studio 2019, so I repeat, the process is complex. It is not easy. That's why, as a senior developer, I show you how to build it, because in fact, this is just a nightmare to do it. So here, I will run this command, which should be in fact the same command as we have seen just before for the NVIDIA CUDA sample. And if I go to build, and I go there should be some operation which happens. So looking for include, not found. So there are some files which are not found. Generating, build, and you have a lot of projects. So you see all the VSX projects. There is a SLN which has been done. And there should be some binaries somewhere. And where are the binary? Where are the binary? I'm lost. I don't remember how the binaries have been generated. FreeGlut CMake source. CMake files. Okay, where are the binaries? Do you need to execute this? Let's open this solution. So you see that the solution has been done after the CMake has been called. So the CMake is doing some different things, and is generating a SLN. And the SLN can bring to the build. So I am going to right-click. No, I don't want the debug version config. I want to be in release. Okay. And then I am going to right-click and say build. And here now, it should build. You see the different C source code file which are used, and 38 has been succeeded, and we should see here FreeGlut build bin. So now there should be a bin directory which is there. Okay, release, and here I started to have something which are interesting, and let's look at the different exe which has been built. So here there is a 3D view. Oh, nice. So you have this shape here which are in 3D. Okay, 3D static. Okay, 3D static. So this is This is a demonstration of OpenGL library. So here there is some fractal demonstration, fractal random, indeed. What is joystick? There is a joystick. Okay, I have not plugged the joystick, but okay. Keyboard, Lorentz static. What is Lorentz static? Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, so you see, I am happy because now I am starting to see some graphical stuff. One. The cup is in full screen. I think for you it will not be in full screen, but if I press escape, okay, here it is in a window, so there is two windows. Hello there, cruel world. Okay, nice cup. The move is quite smooth, nice, not a lot of polygon. Okay, good. Let's see what is this resizer. It's playing with the resize, okay. Shapes static, what is this? Okay, nice, interesting. So I am currently in the OpenGL library. So you see, it has been created different exe using the OpenGL engine. And what is interesting here is the FreeGlut DLL, which is in fact interesting. This is a dependency that we need. And more precisely, what we need is in fact the lib version, here lib release, FreeGlut lib. The problem comes when you come back to the NVIDIA sample, and if you try to build one more time, you should see that if I rerun the command of the CUDA sample to build, you should see that it is still not finding correctly the FreeGlut lib. So found CUDA toolkit, yes, we know it. And let's wait for the glut use. Found OpenGL 32 could not find glut. Missing glut library. So this is in fact blocking. Could not find glut, will not build sample. And in fact, the fact that you have this message means that in fact all the sample of the CUDA sample which are using 3D stuff will not be built because it does not find the library that has been built. And this is a nightmare. I have spent a lot of time to solve this issue, and I will tell you the solution. The solution to this is not to pass by environment variable, because in fact it is just ignoring the environment variable. The solution to this problem is to go to the NVIDIA sample folder and to create CMake override the folder to override the default CMake configuration, which is just ignoring the location of the OpenGL library. And inside this folder, I create a find glut.cmake file, and then inside this I set the variable like this, set glut include, and more importantly, set glut library to the location where the library has been built. And if we look at the release folder here, the path should match. So dprog freeglut build lib release freeglut.lib. So here you have the freeglut.lib. Okay. So I create a batch file which set this environment variable, and no, I set a file which is called findglut.cmake. This file is located inside the CMake overrides, and the CMake overrides is a subfolder of the root directory of the CUDA sample repository. Then I create here a batch file, and if I look at this batch file, what I do is that I no, this is in fact this is not needed. CMake. Ah yes, no, the batch file is important because in fact here there is this command line CMake module path CMake override. So here, so I have a batch file which will call the CMake. So you see, that's why it is just a nightmare to do. Build. No, I move to the parent folder, and here I am going here to say my CUDA sample. I have a build directory. I am going to delete it. And here I run my batch file, which is tbr-build.bat. And let's run this. So you see that the build directory has been created. I have my build workflow, which is started. And fan CUDA toolkit. OpenMP true, fan version 2.0. And we should have some message saying, at least not anymore any message about the fact that the OpenGL is not found, because now it is able to find normally the OpenGL path, because we have instruct that the CMake module path, so you see, found OpenGL, there is not anymore the could not find glut. There was here a message which was missing. Could not find glut. And now I can start the chronometer, because in fact this process takes a lot of time. So I am going to make a pause and continue, restart when it is finished. Okay, finished. It has taken 2 minutes, about 3 minutes, to create the solution file. So no exe should be created yet. If I look at techniques and concepts, if I look to reduction folder here, for example, there is nothing which has been created, but the SLN have been created. So you have the choice, either you open the big SLN file, which is in fact referencing all the project of the CUDA framework, the CUDA samples, and this is very big. And if you try to build the solution, it will take maybe more than 10 minutes. And one is interesting is, I think there is a program called Particles that we are going to try to generate. I don't know what is this minus here. If I right click, set as startup project, then build, what is in debug? It should be in release. Zero check, build system, started, concept, particles. So you see the command line is impressive. In fact, all the command parameters which are done automatically by the framework. Pretty nice job, because in fact, when you build like this, there is almost no error. So they have made a very big job to make, so the workflow is hard to follow, but there is no build error at all, which is pretty nice. Let's look. So here you see I am building only one program, the particles program. And you can see, by the way, the command line which is used, NVIDIA GPU Computing Toolkit. There is NVCC compiler, GenEncode, Arch, Compute 50, Compute, I don't know what is all this, GenCode, Arch, Compute 101, GenCode, Arch, Compute 101. Okay, there is CCB, CDU, 3, static, deprecated GPU, target, no logo. Okay, it is still building. It takes a lot of time to do. Let's look, for the curiosity, at the performance. CPU is used, process details, and the CPU is used by what? No, here, yeah, NVIDIA Computing SICK. There is a SICK.exe which is working. So NVCC must start the SIG.exe. SIG NVIDIA GPU Toolkit SIG MSC++. OK. Crazy the time. OK, particles, particles.cpp, particles. He has created the object file. OpenGL32.lib is used. OK, build finished. Now, let's go to this directory. To do this, I go right-click, open folder in File Explorer. The binary is not inside, so what you can do now is properties, look where is the output directory. It is in particles debug, CDU sample, build samples. So let's go there. Tac. Okay, here's the reason exe. And let's try to run it to see if this answers the initial motivation of this video, which is to run with the CUDA framework some 3D program. Yes, pretty nice. Good. So here we have managed together. I have shown you the process to build the CUDA framework sample source code whoa. And we should, in fact, when I look at the performance, maybe the CUDA should be used. So you see, yes, GPU is used. Okay, so we are technically here. This is how this is moving. You cannot interact with it. Let's restart the program. So I stop the program. Program is stopped. GPU is still used. Maybe it's because OBS is working. I don't know who is using the GPU. Who is using my GPU? GPU. By the way, you can put the GPU inside the. Where is the GPU? The GPU is not there. Inside the columns, GPU. Yes, GPU is there. Why it is there here? GPU engine here. Here you can classify by GPU usage. Okay, performance. GPU is still used. Who is using my GPU? Okay, because I am making the register with NVIDIA noise cancelling system, so it is using the GPU. Okay, 57. Let's still run. So let's look if the GPU, if there is a burst of the GPU when I start the program. So I go to the performance, I look to the GPU panel, I'm looking here, and run. Okay, this is not explicit, this is not a lot, but at least we have a demo. Let's start another program. I think this is. There is FluidGL on MarchCube. Let's look if there is FluidGL. FluidGL is there. Build FluidGL. Let's start to build and let's see the time it is taking to be built. FluidGL gives me a good idea. I would like some fluid to go on my screen. And after this will be finished. FluidGL. Temp prog CUDA sample. Okay, the build was faster here. Let's do the same thing. So here I was in particles. No, where I was here. Build. I am lost. I am completely lost. Build x64 release 0 check. No, it is not there. Wow. It's crazy. Properties, output directory here. I go there. I come back there. I put it here. Build sample, build VGL. Let's go. Don't know what is this. What it should represent. Hey, NVIDIA, maybe you have a bug in your app. Huh? 900 frames per second. Ah! Oh! No, you have no bug. So it's by clicking. Wow. This is nice. So you see, this is exactly the kind of illustration that I wanted, is to run some code which should run the CUDA cores. And in fact, here we have a beautiful demonstration which I think should. So I am not in the perfect environment because I am recording at the same time, and as you've seen, I am using, by the way, if you don't know, this is this program here, which is making the noise cancellation. But nice. So this is the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed. The goal was to present you how to build locally yourself the NVIDIA samples to try to put your fingers inside the source code, which is using the CUDA. We have not yet together looked at the precise source code, but at least theoretically, you have all the tools now to build your own 3D engine by yourself. And write me down in the comments if this video has helped you. See you later on this channel. Bye. And by the way, there is another interesting program, Volume Render. I show you, I have already make the build. And in fact, this Volume Render show you in 3D rendering, and it is in fact doing like a medical image scanner, so you can move this thing and you have the impression to have a 3D object in front of you. In a big screen, this is less impressive because the resolution is not correct, but you can here imagine how the complexity to generate such a form. So this is interesting. This is enough, and see you later.